This is video number 62 for cello students, and in this video we're going to learn some new notes and a new key signature. We're going to learn to play on our G string, which we haven't done yet. So remember, of course, this is your A string here. Next to it is D. G is the one right after D, okay? It's the next thickest string, okay? Now, thick strings, the thicker the string, you would think you're going to need more work to play on that string, which is true. You would think, oh, I got to use a lot more bow. It's actually the opposite of that. You actually are going to use less bow when you play on your G string. I'm going to show you what a bass bow looks like compared to a violin bow. Basses that has all the thick strings, and violins are, none of their strings are really all that thick. You would think that, oh, bass is the biggest instrument, it has to have the biggest bow. Well, look at the violin bow, look at the length of the violin bow, look at the length of the bass bow. Look how it's shorter, okay? Do you see that? Now that's because it's shorter because we don't use as much bow on thick, heavy strings. However, do you see how fat it is? It's really heavy compared to the violin bow, and so you need more weight. That's why bass bows, since all of their strings are thick, heavy strings, you need a thick, heavy bow, but you don't use a lot of bow. Violin, all of their strings are pretty thin in comparison to bass, and so they use more bow, less weight. Now, is there a difference between the D and the A string? Should you use a different amount of bow on the D and the A string? Yeah, honestly, you should. Why did I not tell you before? Well, because that was just a little bit too much going on, to be honest with you. But now we should be able to kind of start playing with that kind of stuff and get you to be even better players. This information is going to help you with your tone. If you've ever been playing, you sound really scratchy on the A string. If you do, you need to use more bow, but lighter bow. On the G string, if you sound airy, you need to use less bow, but more weight. Okay? I want you to try to play just 4 open Gs. You should be seated. I'm going to stand up at first to play because I want you to be able to see my fingers here in a minute. Okay? You should be seated in your normal place. Okay? But play, start weighting out the frog, lots of weight. All right? Play 4 open Gs. Okay? Echo me. Lots of weight. I'm only good. How less bow should you use? Instead of going all the way to here, just go like to there. Use like 3/4 of the bow. Okay? Echo me. 4 open Gs. Okay. Big full sound. Lots of weight. Go. G, 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 G. Now if that sounded weak and airy, use less bow, use more weight. Okay? I'm going to sit back down now. Let me move my computer screen down a bit. Now, when we put our fingers down on the string, the notes on the G string go in order. They just start over with A. Of course, there's open G, but one finger on the G string is A. 3 fingers is B, and 4 fingers is C. Now notice I did not say C sharp. That's because it's not C sharp. It is plain old C, also known as C natural. So again, A, B, C. 1, 3, 4. Just goes in order, okay? So, since we need more weight here, guess what? You need more weight here. Bring your arm around, use the weight of your arm to hold the string down, okay? If you struggle still with playing G on the D string, this is gonna be really hard for you because this string's further away and it needs more weight with the left hand and with the right hand. Okay, play 4 Cs. These are not C sharps, they are plain old Cs. Echo me, 4 Cs. Go. C, 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 C. Now, pick up one finger. You should have 1, 2, and 3 down. This is B. Play 4 Bs. Echo me. Go. B, 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 B. Now do 2 Cs, 2 Bs. Echo me. C, C, B, B. 2 As. A is one finger. 2 Bs. A then B. Go. A, B, B. Now do A, B, C, C. Go. A, B, C, C. Now, those are all the notes in first first position. However, we are going to be doing some shifting later on on the G string. So I want you to think about this. If this was A, B, and C, what do you think this note's going to be? Okay, let's review. D, E, F sharp, G, and then we started back over with A, right? So, and guess what? It was instead of open A, we play up here. This is a D. It's a new way to play open D. Okay? If you're in second and half position, 4 fingers down. Okay? So, we'll do this in 2 videos from now, but A, B, C, B, C, D, 4th finger. Okay? Actually, let's play that right now. Go to second and a half position and play 4 Ds. You should, of course, still be seated. I'm doing this so you can see me better. 4 Ds, echo me. So D, 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 D. Now do 2 Ds, and what's this going to be? Well, this is our new note. When it was here, it was C. It's still C, just played a different way. Do 2 Ds, 2 Cs. Go D, D, C, C. Do 2 Ds and 2 Bs. D, then B. 1 finger in second half, because look, this is where B was, right? A, B, C. This is still B, just played a different way. 2 Ds, 2 Bs. Play that. Go D, D, B, B. Now do B, C, D. Play that. And go B, C, D, D. Go back to first position. Let's review those again real quick. A, B, and C. First position, play 4 Bs. No, play 2 Bs, 2 As. 2 Bs, 2 As. Go B, B, A, A. Do 2 Cs and 2 Bs. And go C, C, B, B. Now A, B, C, C. Play that. Go A, B, C, C. Now go back up to second half position. First finger here is B. B, C, D, D. Play that. Echo B. And go B, C, D, D. Okay? Before the next video, there's still more to learn in this video, but before the next video, what I want you to do is just practice your new notes, okay, in both positions. And okay, I know the name of this note. In first position, 3 fingers is B. However, in second half position, 1 finger is B. Learn the names of notes so that you'll be ready for your next video, okay? Now, we need to know what these notes look like on the staff. So what I've drawn here is a bass clef with 1 sharp. It looks like I'm missing something. This is a new key signature. We've only known D major. Since the beginning of the year, all we've known is this key signature that has 2 sharps, okay? Think about how the name of the note on the G string is C. It's not C sharp, right? Okay? So we don't know how to play C sharp on the G string, so we need to get rid of that. Can you play C sharp in the G string? It is possible, and yes, you will learn, but not until book 2. So until that time, we are going to be playing in G major anytime we're on the G string. Now I say that because I don't want anyone thinking that G major means you play on the G string. No. And D major means you play on the D string. No. You can play on every string in every key. The problem right now is we don't know how to play in D major on the G string, okay? Because we don't know how to play C sharp. If this is confusing you right now, I understand. Here's what you need to know. G major has 1 sharp, and the name of that sharp is F sharp. D major has 2 sharps, and they are F sharp and C sharp. If you know that, you're good, okay? The only thing I do want to make sure you do know is that the key signature does not determine which strings you're able to play on, okay? It's only doing that now because we don't know enough, All right, this will make more sense to you as we get better. So I want you to look in your book, open your book to page 26, and look at, let's say 100. Look at 100. Look at the key signature of 100. What is that key signature? Is it G major or D major? There's only one sharp, and it's F sharp, so it's G major, okay? Now flip back one page. Look at number 88. I didn't learn this song yet, but I want you to look at the key signature. What is the key signature of this song? There are two sharps, F sharp and C sharp, so that is D major. Look at 92. What is the name of that key signature in 92? G major or D major? There are two sharps, so it is D major, F sharp and C sharp. Now look at 102. Look at 102. You see one sharp, so it's one sharp, F sharp, that means G major. Look at one more. Look at 105. You already learned this song, by the way. Oh, let's not look at 105. Let's look at 106, because 105 kind of gives it away. Look at 106. You see two sharps there, F sharp and C sharp. That is D major. That's all you need to know now. D major, two sharps. G major, one sharp. That's it, okay? Now, let's talk about how to draw these notes on the staff. This is going to be pretty easy for you because you've already learned the hard part, okay, about learning notes. You've learned the ledger lines. You learned that a long time ago. These are all going to be within the staff, okay? So G lives right, open G, lives right on the bottom line, okay? So G, it still goes line, space, line, space, line, space. So G is on a line. After G in the alphabet comes A, space. So that's open G. That's one finger on the G string. Next, G, A, B. B is going to be on a line. That's if we're in first position. Just talk about first position right now. That's three fingers on the G string, okay? Now, line, space, line, space. This is C. Notice I'm not saying C sharp. Does C sharp exist there? It can. If we've got that, we just don't know how to play it yet. Okay? So G, A, B, C, and then look where we end up with the next one. Line, space, line. There's your open D. I know it looks weird. I didn't draw it very well. Kind of uneven. There's your open D, which we now know a new way to play that, don't we? G, A, B, C, D. Open, one finger on the G string. If you're in first position, three fingers, four fingers on the G string, okay? Now, if we shift up and do second half position, that's gonna be played first finger, second finger, fourth finger, okay? We'll talk more about that 2 videos from now, okay? What I want you to know now is I want you to know the names of your notes in first and second half position, and I want you to know G major versus D major, and I want you to know the names of the notes on the staff. If you can do those 3 things, you've learned everything you needed to know for now from this video.